If you want to have a successful launch campaign for your application, you should start marketing it even before you write your first line of code. And in this video, we're gonna talk about that. What's up, Notjust developers? Welcome back to a new video, and this is the third week of a Notjust Startup Challenge, where I share my journey of launching a startup in 7 weeks with a goal of helping you do the same. By the way, you can also participate in this challenge and win up to $1,000, but more on that a bit later in the video. Today, I wanted to talk with you about building anticipation for your application, which is the first step you should do to start marketing your application. And this step actually has a very high impact on your launch campaign and also to further validate your idea. And the good part about it is that you can start doing that even before you start writing your first line of code. And by doing this, you also in a way validate the idea, you test if there is resonance from the community that you're talking to. The goal of this process is to start building an email list with the people that show interest in what you're building. There are two situations here. If you're building a B2B business, a business targeted to other businesses, enterprises, in that case you don't need a lot of customers to get started and validate it, and you can actually start building this email list or customer list from the people that you interview during the customer interviewing process. However, for people that are building application, consumer application, B2C application, in that case you need way more people to launch your application and to validate it, to understand if there is a business around that idea. So in that case, the easiest way that you can start building this anticipation and start building this email list is by sharing what you're building in public. Share it on your social media or specifically in places where your end user spend most of their time, being it in Facebook groups, some forums, Reddit and other places on the internet where you can find them. This way you will naturally gather people interested in your idea around this cause, and that's actually what I'm doing here with this YouTube series, with building this startup in public. I'm sharing all of my journey of building this startup in order to gather people interested in that around this and potentially have them as the first early adopters and the first customers. Building anticipation is even more important for applications that are dependent on the network effect. And this application that depend on network effect, here I'm talking about application that every new user adds to the value that the next user will get from the application. For example, Facebook would be useless if your friends would not use it. So the bigger the network using the application, the more value you will get as a user. These applications need a critical mass of users to get the ball rolling, and for them it's very crucial to start building anticipations and start building email list of people that are interested. A very good example in this scenario is Clubhouse, that have built a waitlist around their project, and by doing that they made sure that there will always be a list of users lined up to try their application even before their application and all the infrastructure was ready for mass market. It was implemented perfectly by them, it made a lot of buzz around their application, and also it worked very well for Clubhouse. Alright, but what next? Like, what do you do next with this email list or with these people that are already waiting for your product? Well, these are actually your early adopters. These are people who said yes to your idea even before trying it out. So the biggest value that you will get out of this email list is going to be during alpha testing, where you will pre-launch your application to these early adopters, and by doing that you will continue validating ideas, you will continue running experiments to make sure that what you're building is actually resonating with these people. And until you have a product market fit, this is your main objective, is to validate ideas, is to iterate over features, and to make sure that you're building a product that users want. The good part about running this with your early adopters is that your early adopters usually are less critical of imperfections. So if the application is still buggy or it's not perfectly complete or production ready, in that case your early adopters will in most of the cases be fine with that, as long as you are providing real value that you have promised them. Another benefit of doing this is to catch bugs early. So of course, like, your application will have a lot of bugs when you just get started, and that's perfectly fine for an MVP, because that means that you're moving fast. You're not spending a lot of time over improving it or fixing everything that you could probably fix. So in that situation, like, you'll see what are the most common bugs that appear in your application, and you'll prioritize which ones to fix in order to provide an even better experience for the next batch of users. So now a bit about the technical part of everything, or of how to create this email list. You can actually do that in less than 30 minutes with services that allow you to build landing pages and collect emails. There are a lot of them. I'm not gonna list all of them, but in my case, I'm using ConvertKit for that. And actually today, this morning, I have put up this landing page that you can see here for the startup that I am building. I did that in less than 30 minutes, and I shortly explained the pain points of my target audience in order to resonate with them. Then I very shortly explained, like, what I'm building. This is going to be an application and so on. And I have a form where people can sign up for the waitlist and be notified whenever I launch the application. As a bonus, I have added there a PDF that users will get for free by signing up to the waitlist. By doing this, you increase the conversion rates of people signing up to the email list. And this freebie that I'm giving them is actually a simplified version of the application that I'm building. So I sat down yesterday and I have created this roadmap that maps the JavaScript world for a JavaScript developer, and also explains it in detail, like what you should learn after an hour. So I put everything in a PDF and I added it as a freebie to help people get started and navigate this path. If people are interested in this PDF and if they're getting value out of this PDF, that means that they will also be interested in the application that I am building, and this way I'm further validating the idea that I am building. Now, every time I'm gonna talk about this startup on the social media, I'm gonna include a link to the landing page for people who are interested to join the email list. And now this is the first time that I'm gonna do it. So if you ever feel lost in your learning journey of becoming a developer and you need a clear vision or a clear roadmap of what you should learn, then check out the link in the description below and download your free PDF, and also join the waitlist for the application to be able to test it when it is launched. Alright, so to summarize everything that we have talked today, first, start talking about your ideas in public and start building anticipation for your ideas even before you start working on them. 2, collect emails and start building an email list from people that are interested. And 3, launch your application first to the early adopters, to your email list, and validate your ideas first before launching it to the mass market. I hope you found this valuable and it will help you launch and validate your idea faster. Now, I want to remind you about our Not Just Startup Challenge. We are in the 3rd week of a 7-week challenge, so it's not too late for you to start and participate in this challenge, because you have the opportunity to win up to $1,000. All you have to do is actually start working on your application now, and in a couple of weeks I'm gonna give you more information about how you can sign up and pitch your idea at the demo day, which we will organize in the last week of this challenge. Everyone who is gonna pitch the ideas at the demo day will have a chance to win the prizes. We have 3 prizes of $1,500 and $250 for the best free startups that are going to be chosen by our community. So if you wanted to build a startup, now is the time. Get started, build something, build an MVP, and present to us what you have managed to do in this period of time. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be finished, it has to be started, and you should show some progress for it. That's it for today. Drop a like and subscribe to the channel not to miss any future announcements, and take care, stay hydrated, and build awesome startups.